Hey friends, and welcome to this new video. Today is February 16 and there are only 2 days left until the release of Poppy Playtime Chapter 5. February 18 is right around the corner. After months of theories, trailers analyzed and clues scattered everywhere, we've reached the moment we've all been waiting for. We're talking about what Mob Entertainment has called their best chapter in the series. In this video, I want to do a real countdown together with you. We'll talk about these final 2 days of waiting, what we can expect from Chapter 5, and just how high the expectations are after the official statements. Because when a studio says this is our best chapter, that's not something they say lightly. Then we'll also dive into 2 characters who have been officially presented, Lily, Love Braids and Giblet. They appeared in the final trailer, they are part of Chapter 5, and they will play an important role. We'll try to understand what they might represent, and we will see their role in the story. We'll also talk about the tone this new chapter might have. Will it be darker, more psychological, or will it focus on disturbing creatures and unpredictable situations? After what we've seen in the previous chapters, expectations are incredibly high, and personally, I'm really curious to see whether they can raise the bar even higher. So get ready, because this will be a video full of thoughts, analysis, and some well-reasoned theories about what's waiting for us in just 2 days. If you're counting down the hours until February 18 too, let me know in the comments. And before we start, just one quick thing. If you're as excited for Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 as I am, leave a like on the video because it really helps the channel grow. And if you're not subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe now and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of the upcoming Chapter 5 videos, post-release analysis, and the theories we'll make together after playing it. With that said, let's begin this final countdown to February 18 and see what might be waiting for us in this highly anticipated Chapter 5. Now let's talk about the countdown. There are only 2 days left. 2 real days. The wait is almost over, and this time it's not just a way of saying it. We've reached the final stretch. I still remember when Mob Entertainment officially announced Chapter 5 back in mid-October with that header image posted out of nowhere. Anyway, we have to remember that the ending of Chapter 4 was already a confirmation that there would be a Chapter 5. Poppy Playtime Chapter 4 never felt like a true ending. In Chapter 4, we reached the laboratory, we made it into the most mysterious area of the facility, and then that final scene. And Huggy Wuggy appearing from behind it. That wasn't a series finale, it was clearly a chapter ending. And now here we are, 2 days away from the new chapter. In these final 2 days, literally anything could happen. If we look back at last year, the day before Chapter 4 was released, Mob Entertainment dropped teaser images as a sort of final news update before launch. One last move just to raise the tension even higher. Or they could release again the update of Chapter 1 with the new launcher. In fact, they removed that updated because it had a lot of bugs and glitches. So we can't rule out something similar happening this year. They could post an image, teaser message, maybe even a post that looks simple but actually hides important details. By now, we've learned that even a single piece of artwork can contain massive hints. In these 2 days, we have to stay ready. Keep checking for updates, keep an eye on social media, because any moment could be the right one. Something could drop tonight, tomorrow morning, or just a few hours before the official release. And honestly, at this final stage, they know exactly how to play with the hype. We're in that delicate moment of waiting where you know it's close, but every hour somehow feels longer than usual. But this time the finish line is truly right there. In 2 days we won't just be talking about theories and expectations anymore, we'll be talking about what we actually experienced ourselves. Now let's move on to talk about the 2 characters who appeared in the final trailer. Because yes, in the trailer we saw several familiar faces and some new ones as well. There's Huggy Wuggy, Poppy, the prototype, and we also catch glimpses of other figures that seem to be experiments connected to the prototype. The atmosphere feels much heavier compared to previous trailers, and you can really sense that we're entering a crucial phase of the story. In this video, I want to focus on 2 characters in particular, for a simple reason. In fact, they are the 2 new characters who spoke in the trailer. And when a character speaks, it usually means they're going to play an important role and won't just be a background presence. The 2 new characters who spoke are Lily, Love Braids and Giblet. Let's start with Lily, Love Braids. She isn't completely new. She was already shown in the first cinematic trailer, but only partially. We had only seen her 2 legs and her purple braid slowly moving, but we didn't truly know what she looked like. In the final trailer, however, her full design was finally revealed, and that's where the debate started. Many people didn't like her appearance because, According to some, she doesn't look like a typical horror character. She doesn't have that immediately disturbing vibe you might expect from a Poppy Playtime antagonist. Personally, I actually like her design. There's something strange about her, something that works more on a psychological level than just a visual one. And I think the real impact will come when we see her in motion, during gameplay, in tense moments. From what we saw in the trailer, it's pretty clear that Lily Love Braids will be an antagonist. There's a jump scare where she grabs us, and it's a very direct scene. It leaves little room for doubt. We'll have to face her. She won't be a neutral character, and she won't be some ambiguous ally. She's going to be a real threat. And when we talk about Poppy Playtime, we know exactly what real threat means. It means chase sequences, moments where we have to hide, situations where a single mistake can cost us everything. And most likely, we won't just be running away from her. There could be an actual confrontation, maybe even a final phase where we'll have to defeat her, just like we did with other antagonists in previous chapters. So get ready, because Lily Love Braids won't just be a new face. She could easily become one of the main antagonists of Chapter 5. Now let's move on to the next character. The character in question is Giblet. He is also a brand new character and was officially revealed in the final trailer. I'll put his image here on screen so we can take a good look at him. Because in my opinion, he's one of those characters where the more you observe him, the more interesting details you notice. Giblet is not a classic mascot like the ones we're used to seeing in Poppy Playtime. He doesn't have a clean or uniform design. On the contrary, he looks like he was built from different parts, almost assembled together. His body is patched up, stitched, and covered in materials that don't all seem to belong to the same original model. That already makes him stand out. He doesn't look like a finished product. He looks like something rebuilt. From the way he speaks in the trailer, Giblet seems to be on our side. His tone isn't threatening or aggressive. In fact, he almost gives the impression of someone who wants to cooperate, or at least someone who doesn't intend to hurt us. And in a chapter that looks like it will be full of antagonists, having a possible ally could change the dynamics a lot. Another very important detail is the stick he carries. That stick is not new. We've already seen it before in the Halloween artwork, the Christmas artwork, the ARG video, and now again in the final trailer. For months we wondered what it was. It seemed like a symbolic object, almost decorative, and now we know it actually belongs to Giblet. But it's not just a simple stick. If we look closely, we can see that it's connected to a battery, and that changes everything. It's not just something to lean on or an aesthetic accessory. There's clearly a technical function behind it. The most accepted theory at the moment is that it's an electric weapon. It could be a device capable of generating electric shocks, maybe useful for defending against other experiments or for activating mechanisms inside the factory. But it could also have a more complex function. Maybe it's a multifunctional tool, something that combines offense and utility. Imagine a situation where Giblet helps us open a door by powering a circuit, or keeps an enemy at bay using electricity. That would be an interesting way to integrate an allied character not only into the story, but directly into the gameplay. Now we are at the ending of video. Tell me in the comments your theories. We will see in the next video. Bye bye.